Hi, I'm Lou, and today I'm going to find out where my FTP is. In case you haven't been following me the last little while, 3 months ago I fell and broke my hip, dislocated it pretty badly and haven't exercised for almost 3 months. So it's time to get back into training. I've had the all clear from the specialist a couple of weeks ago. I've been taking it pretty easy, just getting things moving again on Zwift, not riding outside yet. But for me to start proper training, I need to know where my FTP is at to base my numbers on it. I shifted my FTP down to about 160 a couple of weeks ago as I was getting started, just because I was getting really demotivated by my numbers being based off my old FTP. Before I got injured, I was in a pretty good place. I was just about to go for a World Championships qualifier, and I'd done World Championships about 2 months before that. My FTP that I was working off was about 220, but I haven't actually done any FTP tests for quite a long time, so I'm not sure how accurate that was, but it worked fine for me. But basing off that FTP of 220, it was giving me some pretty rubbish numbers as I was getting back into training now. So on Training Peaks, I was getting almost no TSS, which is a training stress score. And also if I was looking for a workout to do on Zwift, all of them were just too hard because it was based on an FTP of 220. If you don't know what an FTP is, it stands for Functional Threshold Power, and it's numbers that cyclists go off just to see where their fitness is at. There's a number of ways you can test your FTP. There's a 20-minute test, which you basically go all out as hard as you can for 20 minutes, and then it takes an average of what you did in the 20 minutes, so that gives you a number. Or there's a ramp test, and the ramp test is what I'm going to be doing today because I can't face a 20-minute effort and I am terrible at pacing. I suck at TTs because I always hold something back and then it's too late and stuff like that. So I am not doing the 20-minute test. I'm going to do a ramp test. How it works on Zwift is you start off, I think it's at 100 watts after you've warmed up a little bit, and then every minute it bumps up by 20 watts until you can pedal no more. So it's basically pedal to exhaustion. I'm not particularly looking forward to it, but I want to get it done. I've actually been feeling really demotivated recently, which surprised me because I thought as soon as I got moving again, I'd be feeling great. But I think it's just because I'm just not motivated. I haven't had a training plan. I've just been getting back to it. So I think with getting some numbers, finding out where I'm at, I can then get my coach to actually put me in a training plan. And this is just a base. I'm not expecting massive results from this. I'm pretty tired. I've been spending ages getting all these bits ready. I'm pretty hungry, so I haven't fueled for this properly. So those are my, my excuses anyway, but I just want to know where I'm at. It's not going to be a PB. My best ever FTP test was a couple of years ago now, and it kicked me out a FTP of, I think it was like 267, and at the time I only weighed like 54 kilos. So that was pretty good watts per kilo. I'm not 54 kilos, I'm nearer 60 kilos now. So I've got some work to do on that, and I know my power is going to be down. So that's where I'm at. The Zwift FTP test recommends that you use erg mode. I haven't used erg mode in ages. In fact, my old coach had me moving away from erg mode because I got completely addicted to it, and it was making me do all sorts of weird cadence that I wouldn't ride like that outside. It was making me like grind heavy and slowly, whereas outside I actually use quite high cadence. I love using my gears and change them all the time, so I've moved away from erg mode. So it'd be interesting to use erg mode again today. I'm also going to pop some headphones on to give me some music, because if I have music playing in the room, YouTube's not going to like that. I'm not sure how much of the sound of this actual recording I will use, because my fan is going to start going nuts. It's connected to my heart rate monitor, so as I get more and more knackered, the fan gets noisier, plus I might be grunting and making some noises, so I might not even use the audio, but I might. We'll see. So anyway, wish me luck. Let's get this FTP test done. Okay, first of all, we've got a 5-minute warm-up, so I'm going to speed through that. You don't need to see that. Okay, warm-up's done. We're now moving into the 100 watts and then moving up 20 watts every minute as the test progresses. Okay, so this is where we move into 200 watts. For me, 200 watts is a kind of stumbling block, even at the best of times. I don't know why, but things just seem to change at 200 watts, and I think this is where things started to escalate pretty quickly for me. My heart rate's jumping up, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. You can probably hear me huffing and puffing as well, so I suppose it's only a matter of time before I blow up. So I think it was about this point, halfway through the 220 watts minute, I just noticed that I wasn't sticking to the watts anymore. My average was gonna start dropping from around here. So seeing that kind of thing just didn't help me feel particularly strong or motivated at all. So it just kind of went downhill pretty quickly from here. So we're just about to jump up to 240 watts. And as you can see, like, my average is dropping fast and I'm not holding anywhere near what I should. I didn't really understand how that worked though, because with erg mode on, I thought I would be sticking closer to it by just turning the pedals, but no. So during the 220 minute, my average was around 216. During the 240 minute, it dropped down to about 205. So then I was just thinking, oh my gosh, the longer I go, the worse this is going to get. So I was then struggling even more as the voices got louder and louder. You can hear me really huffing and puffing now as well. My heart rate is at 175 and things are not going well. I'm now clicking around the gears, hoping to find some magic gear and a better cadence, but yeah, slippery slope. Then comes the realization. There's no point. I'm not even hitting 200. I'm stopping. That's shit. Yeah, I'm toast. As you can hear, I'm not very happy about an FTP figure of 161. I'll do a little cool down, spin my legs out, and then talk to you all about my results. So there we go, FTP of 161. My first ever FTP, I think I got 180 and I was a new cyclist. So it just shows 3 months without moving is bad news. Even though I've been back cycling for probably nearly 3 weeks now, I've not been doing proper training, and instead of the curve going all the way down, I probably just leveled it out to the bottom of where I was at. So I've got nothing to hide. I'm putting my numbers out there. So I think I've lost at least 60 watts, which is shocking really, but hardly surprising when I haven't moved much for 3 months. So I'm motivated to keep training. I feel upset actually. I worked really hard to get myself very, very fit, and for it to all to go to nothing because of a stupid accident really sucks. I'm really glad my accident wasn't bike related. Otherwise I'd have mixed feelings about getting back on again, but I'm determined to bring that number up. So I suppose that's the motivation I needed to get moving again. As I get moving more, my weight will come down and I'll feel better about that, because I've been just feeling pretty rubbish recently, so apologies for no videos. Recently I've been feeling pretty low about stuff, but I think this is the kick up the bum that I needed to get moving again. So that's where I'm at. And if you want to track my progress from here on out, I'm hoping it can only go up. So I'm going to talk to my coach. She'll see that I've just done this test now, and she can plan some training around getting me back fit again. We've got some exciting things planned together this year, and I've got some exciting things planned with some of my other cycling friends as well. So I need to get fit for that. I need to get ready and into a more positive headspace. So thank you for all your support. It really does help when you say kind, supportive, nice things to me. I love hearing how you've all overcome injuries and setbacks and all that stuff. It's so inspiring and so motivating. And let me know if you've got any questions about ramp test, any questions about anything else that's been going on recently. If you don't subscribe already, please do. You've watched me suffer today, so give me a like for that, and hopefully I'll see you soon.